Welcome to Mindset Ibezim, where you unlock your best self. Imagine this. You're 80 years old, sitting in a chair, looking back at your life. You think about everything you did, but more importantly, everything you didn't do. The dreams you never chased, the risks you never took, the potential you never reached. How does that feel? Regret? Frustration? For most people, that's exactly what happens. Not because they weren't smart, not because they weren't talented, but because they never stopped to ask themselves the hard questions, the ones that force you to be brutally honest. If you're afraid of never reaching your full potential, this is for you. Here are 10 uncomfortable questions that will reveal if you're truly on the path to success, or just pretending. Don't just listen, answer them, because your future depends on it. Question 1. If the next 1,000 days looked exactly like yesterday, would you be closer or further away from your dreams? Think about yesterday. Every moment, every decision, every distraction. Now, imagine repeating that exact day for the next 1,000 days. That's almost 3 years. Would you be closer to your goals? Or would you be stuck in the same place, wishing, hoping, but never actually changing? James Clear, in Atomic Habits, said it best. Every action you take is a vote for the person you wish to become. If your daily actions aren't leading you toward success, then your future is already decided. The only way to change your future is to change today. Question 2. If a stranger studied your routine, what would they assume your priorities are? Imagine someone followed you for 24 hours. No explanations, no excuses, just watching. Would they see someone focused? Someone disciplined? Or would they see someone constantly distracted? Always making excuses? Always saying, "I'll start tomorrow"? Show me your habits, and I'll show you your future. If your daily routine doesn't match your ambitions don't really exist. Success is never about what you say. It's about what you do. Question 3. What's the biggest lie you tell yourself about why you aren't where you want to be? Be honest. What's the excuse you repeat in your head? I don't have time. I don't have connections. I'll start when I'm ready. The truth. Successful people had the same excuses. They just didn't listen to them. As Will Smith once said, 99% of people are not willing to do what it takes to make their dreams come true. The biggest obstacle between you and success isn't your situation. It's the lie you keep telling yourself about why you can't start. Drop the excuse. Own your situation. And start taking action. Question 4. If your 12-year-old self met you today, would they be proud or disappointed? Think about the younger version of you, the one with big dreams, the one who thought anything was possible. Now imagine they meet you today. Would they say, "Wow, you really made it?" Or would they look at you, confused, wondering why you stopped chasing the life you once dreamed about? The child you once were would be so disappointed in the excuses you make today. This isn't about shame. It's about alignment. Are you living a life that would make younger you proud? Or have you settled for less than you once believed you were capable of? Question 5. What's the number one thing you're procrastinating on that you know would change your life? You already know the answer. That one thing. The habit, the decision, the risk. You know it could change everything, but you keep putting it off. You tell yourself you'll do it tomorrow, next week, next month. But here's the truth. Someday, is where dreams go to die. Seneca said it best: "While we wait for life, life passes." There will never be a perfect moment. You will never feel fully ready. Do it anyway. Question 6. Have you been consistent enough to deserve the results you want? Everyone wants success. But have you earned it? Have you been disciplined? Have you shown up daily, even when you didn't feel like it? Or have you been inconsistent, grinding for a week, then quitting when it got tough? Tony Robbins puts it perfectly. It's not what we do once in a while that shapes our lives, but what we do consistently. If you're not showing up every day, don't expect results to magically appear. Question 7. If you knew you couldn't fail, what dream would you go all in on? Fear stops more dreams than failure ever could. It's the invisible wall between you and the life you actually want. But let's remove that fear for a second. Imagine success was guaranteed. No doubt, no failure. Just a straight path to everything you've ever wanted. What would you do? What dream would you chase with everything you have? That answer? That's what you truly want. The only thing stopping you is fear. Everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of fear. Every successful person has felt fear. The difference? They acted anyway. They didn't wait for confidence. They built it by doing. So the real question is, if you knew you couldn't fail, what's stopping you from starting now? Question 8. Are the people around you pushing you forward or holding you back? Your environment is shaping your future, whether you realize it or not. If you're surrounded by people who complain, make excuses, and settle for average, you'll slowly start to do the same. Not because you want to, but because that's the standard around you. But if you're surrounded by people who dream big, work hard, and hold themselves accountable, you'll rise to their level. Jim Rohn said it best: "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." So take a look at your circle. Are they elevating you, challenging you, inspiring you, or are they keeping you stuck, comfortable and afraid of growth? Because in the end, your future won't just be shaped by your goals, but by the people you choose to keep around you. Question 9. If someone else had all of your daily habits, would you bet on them to succeed? Imagine 2 people. One of them has your exact habits: your discipline, your distractions, your mindset, your work ethic. Would you bet on them to succeed? Or would you bet against them? As Aristotle said, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Your habits are building your future, whether you realize it or not. If they're strong, success is inevitable. But if they're weak, so will your results be. So ask yourself, are your habits leading you where you want to go? Or are they holding you back? Question 10. Are you making choices that future you will thank you for or regret? Every decision you make today is shaping your future self. 1 year from now, will they be proud of the work you put in? Or will they be stuck in the same place, wishing you had started sooner? Warren Buffett said, "Chains of habit are too light to be felt until they are too heavy to be broken." Success isn't luck. It's not a single big moment. It's the small, daily choices you make, over and over again. So, are your choices setting you up for success? Or are they creating regrets you'll have to live with later? These 10 questions weren't meant to be easy. They were meant to challenge you, to force you to look in the mirror and face the truth. Most people avoid these questions. They distract themselves, stay comfortable, and never change. Until it's too late. But you have a choice. Muchas gracias, everyone. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And remember, growth doesn't stop here. Explore our other videos and keep building the mindset that moves you forward.